Good morning, lads and ladettes, ladies and gentlemen, dudes and dudettes. Another club competition day. Interclub, whole of the province. The vote settled into Area A, where we will be angling the area between Strandfontein and Gordons Bay, essentially. I'm just really hoping they're not stationing me in a place that's going to be too difficult to traverse, because I do have a bit of inflammation in my foot, internally, my right foot. It's going to be difficult to move around. I do have an anti-inflammatory in my bum, along with 1 or 2 painkillers. I need to try and get to the garage on the N2 before 4:45, because that's when captain's meeting is. Stick around, I'll bring you back when there's more updates. Right, captain's meeting done, 20 minutes past 5. I just got myself a lekker cappuccino. They've got a new coffee machine over here at the garage. It's a monstrous cup. But seeing as I didn't bring any coffee with me this morning, this should last me until my craving for coffee is completely gone. I'm fishing with Hannes today. Quite looking forward to that. Seeing as I'm not the most mobile. Hannes is a couple years my senior, and we've been placed on the beach at Macassar, my hunting grounds. But I wouldn't mind going back to the same place where I caught my cobby last week, just for, you know, first lines at 6:30, seeing what materializes. That would be nice, but we'll see. I'm not expecting that we're going to be all that stationary all the time. I mean, the name of the game is trying to find fish. So I'm to get started. I'm to get the rod and the reel assembled and just ready to go. As you can see, I'm now officially part of the club. Hey, I got my top. Super stoked. I see a lot of people have got their nicknames on their chest on the right hand side. I don't. I have my surname. I'm okay with that. But maybe for the next one, I'm going to order one that says Flam. You know, it just rings different. Okay, 5:47. We're basically at Yellow Box. There's roll in the water, a bit of a dump, which you don't necessarily want to see. But like I said, for now, I'm going to try and land the cobby first. It is dead low right now. The tide is busy pushing, so maybe I can just get in deep enough to get one behind the bank. Right, 6 minutes before lines in. Super amped. Got my trace all made up. Sliding trace with a dangle. I'll bring you back when my bait's done. Saving some battery. There we go, lads. My dangle game has been upgraded. Woohoo!
Don't know what you wanna achieve, but make 'em believe you know where you're going. Doesn't matter when you're with me, I like you for you and all that you're doing. I used to be just like you, trying to meet the expectations of this life. But I wrote my own set of rules, you should write your own too, so we can feel alive. Let's get lost in the night, lost
Time for a minor update. Water's a bit dead now. I had 2 pickups earlier. One was a very, very small fish, and I believe it could have been foul hooked or something, because I don't think that small fish would have been able to grab the dangle. The first one was much bigger, but the sinker got stuck. So I'm a little bit bummed about it, but there's a big day ahead still. The battle is not won in the first 2 hours. My aim right now is to try and get a fish bait out without a dangle. Hey, let's go try it. So I don't want to walk in too deep. There is a bit of a surge in the water. So all I want to do is get myself some solid footing and get it out. Give it a good hoik. Not the biggest cast, but it also wasn't the smallest. I mean, all my casts so far has been bombs. Maybe it's kind of a blessing in disguise, it not having gone as far as the rest. Yes, yes. Alright, maar dan loop ek nou nie julle almal vas vandag.
Jy lyk goed hoor.
Ja.
Jy professioneel vandag.
Ja, ek is professioneel man.
Ja.
Professioneel.
My koffie lyk hom lekker, geniet hom.
Nee, die koffie is gemors man, hy's ijskoud.
Geniet ijskoffie.
Ja.
Hoe lyk dit jy al iets gehad al?
2 lekker pools gehad, maar dit is met bomcasts man. En nou is dit mors dood.
Is nie baie mense nie, nee?
Nee, hy is baie dood.
Maar ek dink hy gaan optel hier na 12 uur toe.
Ja, ons hoop so, maar ek en hy gaan gou vinnig check wat die klapkaptein sê waartoe ons moet skuif.
Okay.
Dat ons mag dalk op hierdie stadium na die fens toe skuif van die strand.
Alright, fantasties.
Ja.
Ek hoop julle kry iets daarvan. Mag julle 'n geseënde dag hê, julle ouens moet veilig wees.
Jebo.
Groot is uit. Cheers, bra.
George man.
Tot gaan op Ellie.
Myself and Anders just packed up. We're making a move, and for the time being it sounds as if we are heading off towards Strand. I don't know the area where we're going to, so I'm following Anders, and hopefully we could be on with something. Tide's busy dropping now. Lots of pickers and thumps in the water, but nothing's coming out. Ian and Prana is moving out to the fence. Going to have a look and see what kind of fish is coming out there. Me, on the other hand, I'm just trying to get some fish bait in at a reasonable depth. So I just walked in a bit to gain an extra 20 meters or so. Now I need some footing. Ooh. "22 minutes past 1. And it's dead. It's actually quite frustrating because we're throwing out different baits, but nothing's coming out of the water. Always thumps, always pulls, always nibbles and pecks, and nothing's coming out. We've literally thrown out everything. Choca tentacles, snotty choca baits, choca balls, little flappy baits, little sardine and other fish ball baits, with dingles, without dingles, with floats, without floats. Nothing's coming out. I now literally just put on one sardine head on the hook and just chucked it out. Hopefully there's a shark swimming around picking it up. Hopefully. Right. So Hannes left. He's had enough of this day. And I can't blame him. There's so many people that reach the end of their tether with this bad conditions and unfishable water, and it's just terrible. But there's some of us that are never say die, myself being one of them, and I am making my way over to Ian and Frana to a spot called Kerkie, and then for the next couple of hours, it's now just past 2, for the next 2 hours and 50 minutes, 2 hours 45, just do our best to get something on that scorecard. It would be amazing if we can. Okay, so we got to the place, which is literally just on the left hand side of Gordon Bay proper. I left my 8-frame in the car thinking I'm probably not going to need it. Yeah, I should have brought it with. You shouldn't be throwing grab sinkers over here, which I didn't. But even teardrop sinkers will get stuck and break off. And then you're without sinkers. And you need to go fetch your H-frame. So the group in general is now going to move over to this little bay I'm walking towards, just closer to the parking lot. I'm just going to put my stuff down here and then go get myself some extra sinkers. You live and you learn. Wind is pumping. I just made my move. Got about 2 hours left. I need to try and make this one count. Got into this little bay. I'm going to show it to you now. I'm not going to talk over it because the moment my hand moves on the right hand side of this phone, you ain't going to hear me in this one. But I'll show you what it looks like. So this was one of the toughest days I have ever experienced angling. From having to fight big bites at Makassar that just won't commit to the dangle, to having to make a spot move, to hexaby, feeling the fish in the water over there, and no matter what you do, no matter what size hook you put on, no matter what bait you throw out there, no matter how you present the bait, nothing's coming out. It was incredibly frustrating. The move we ended up making to that little bay in Gordon's Bay was more out of necessity than anything else. We just weren't getting the fish anywhere else. So where did that leave us? Well, I lost 2 sinkers in Gordon's Bay. Had bites, but again, nothing committing. It's one of those days where you actually end up thinking, after all these spot moves that you ended up making, and not, getting a fish as a reward, is it perhaps possible that if we didn't make any spot moves, that maybe we could have gotten lucky in the one spot we could have stayed at? It's a guessing game. Sometimes you can guess correctly based on conditions and based on experience. And sometimes even with all the experience in the world and with all the instruction in the world, you can still come up empty. But it is how this game works. I'm on my way home now. And as frustrating as this day was, it was still fun. I spent it with good oaks. We had a few laughs. I caught some sun, as you can see. Nothing wrong with spending a day at the ocean. I'm looking forward to the next time we can do this. I think next week might be another social, but I'll confirm next week when you see the next video. Thank you so much for coming along on this ride. Please like and subscribe. It would be really awesome to get everyone that is watching these videos to just hit that little button for me. We are so close to 500. From me and the rest of the Oaks at TRS, we shall see you next time. Bye.